for an adult audience. Loveline may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised.
Loveline with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Hey, yo, it's Loveline. I'm Adam, that's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Dr. Drew, board-certified physician, diction medicine specialist. Macy Gray going to come into studio tonight. Macy's what you call a free spirit. So free, she's not here. Mm-hmm. But I suspect she did call. And,
which is way ahead of most of our guests.
Well, I wouldn't say way ahead, but about even.
All right.
About even.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's way ahead of the guests that show up late.
Right, but average guest, she's about even.
About even. Yeah. She gave a call about 10 minutes ago, said she was about, she was in San Francisco. And she's driving a 82 Chevy Citation.
A Segway, she said. She's on a Segway.
And it's got the Space Saver spare on 3 of the 4 tires, so. That is the mark of the loser, by the way. The guy's got the Space Saver spare on, and he's worn the tread out on that, where the spare becomes the full-time tire. Mm-hmm. And you can tell, because you can see that the Space Saver spare, when it looks like it's got a little soot on it and some brake dust and some scratches on it, we can tell the guy drove it through a winter in Buffalo, and it's still on there. Yeah. Little rust on the lug nuts. Yeah. I like that guy. I like the guys that stay the course. Do you know what I mean? Like the guys who still got the ski lift pass on their parka from Vail 1986. The guys that ain't moving.
I think the thought bubble over their head too is, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Yeah.
Takes all kinds.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I like. It's that sofa on the porch thing.
Yeah.
And here's my theory. If you don't take care of stuff like the Space Saver spare, like the first day you put that Space Saver spare on your car, there's a huge urgency to change it. It's like all you're thinking about that day is I got to take care of this. Yeah. How am I going to take care of this?
How much further can I get through this?
The next day, it's cut in half. Mm-hmm. The third day, that half gets cut in half.
Yes.
And by the end of the week, it's barely there. Uh-huh. And then 2 weeks into it, you're starting to like the look of the Space Saver. So that's what it is. That's why you got your window. The people that take care of crap just take care of it the first day, and then it's gone. If they got to the second week, they wouldn't take care of it either.
It's true.
But the second weekers always go, I'll take care of it, and then it becomes part of your landscape. It's just landscape, just there. It's like the graffiti that you pass every day on the way to school. Just don't even notice it anymore. All right, so anyway, Macy Gray. Going to be in studio very soon. Going to talk to her about her new Christmas album and all sorts of other projects she has. Dear friend Kathy Griffin coming in on Tuesday tomorrow. Tori Amos, dear friend Tori Amos. We like Tori Amos quite a bit. She hasn't been here for a while. So we'll talk to her. And then dear friend David Allen Greer is going to be in here on Thursday. All right, so let's move forward.
I like a girl with a big butt, but fruit in the middle. It's juicy,
hold on a
it's
second.
sweet, because it's fruit. And in
Let me tell you what that song is an homage to. It's my yogurt. Tell this to engineer Michelle, who probably hasn't heard it. I like mixing the fruit up in my yogurt. So I get the fruit at the bottom yogurt, but then as I stuff the spoon in there, and by the way, there's nothing worse, and I don't know why nothing bothers me more than too much food getting too high up on the spoon or fork. Yeah. You ever do it once in a while? You're scraping the bottom of the peanut butter container, and you're getting the bottom, and then you pull the spoon up, and it's all the way up the spoon. And
well,
it's like
all over your knuckle.
Okay, I'm freaked out now. I got to get a new spoon. I may have to move. Yeah. This is weird. Then you try to clean the peanut butter off the top of the spoon, up the handle. It's like, okay, mission, abort.
No way.
Abort. I'm leaving the house. Okay, you stir the yogurt up with the fruit at the bottom. First off, you never quite get all that fruit at the bottom, or if you do, you don't know if you do, because you can't really see. You just scrape it around. And if you do a thorough job, some will slop over the top and land on your hand or on the counter. It's hard to get it from the bottom. So how do we cure this? Fruit in the middle. Fruit in the middle. Shot of yogurt at the bottom, just a solid.
Top?
Fruit on top, no good. Still hard to mix.
But by the way, fruit on the top, if they were going to pick bottom or top, shouldn't they pick the top?
I say you go top.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Middle better.
But middle
'Cause
better,
top,
yes.
still, you're turning,
middle's
you're
better.
tilling. There's too
Yeah.
much tilling going on.
I'm sorry I played that drop.
Inch at the
no
bottom, inch of solid yogurt at the bottom, half inch of fruit at the middle, another inch or so of solid yogurt at the top. Maybe we do a 60-40 type
We'll
split.
invent a new food. We'll call it parfait.
Fruit in the middle.
I like
We
a girl
whip
with
it
a
in.
big butt, but fruit in the middle. It's juicy, it's sweet, 'cause it's fruit, and in the middle. Shaka-daka.
Shakalaka. Angel,
Yes, it's Angel.
you're 23.
23.
You pregnant yet?
No.
Really?
Planning on it.
All righty.
All right.
What's
I
happening?
have a question. Ever since I was young, I had big breasts, you know.
Yeah.
Now I'm a 38 double D. They're still nice, you know,
Nice.
but they're not as full as they used to be.
Mm-hmm.
And
At
I just want
23.
to go... yeah,
Yeah. It happens, Drew.
Wow.
Well, listen, if you're going to start taking a shape, whether you're a guy with love handles or whether you're a chick with sort of saggy boobs or whatever, or double chin, starting, balding guy, whatever, if that's your shape, if that's the direction you're going, you start going you just start going. I mean, you start at 14.
Yeah, but she said she used to stand up, and now.
Well, they were fuller when she was 18,
it's
but
Mecca.
starting to head down, that's all.
All right. So,
Yeah, but see, now it's like when I lay down, they kind of flop to the side.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not really attractive, you know. And I didn't want to go through surgery or anything because that'll mess up, like, breastfeeding in later years. So they have, like, something called, maybe Dr. Drew knows, Bluesant. It's supposed to make your breasts fuller. Does that stuff work?
No.
No.
There's nothing that works like
You
that.
just rub it on, and whoever watches you rub it on, his penis gets fuller. That's how it works.
Yeah, he'll enjoy that, but will it work for me?
No.
Yeah, nothing
no.
works.
His surgery is really the only thing that will change
The
that.
only
Rub it
thing that-
on.
Yeah.
That whole, what percentage of stuff you rub on works? The only thing that works of rubbing on is like butter on corn. Anything you rub on doesn't really work.
But there are transdermal medications. I mean, you can,
Well, there's stuff if you've been burned badly or something like that. But yeah, nothing's getting rid of wrinkles and all that
right.
stuff.
There's
Again,
nothing you're going to get over the counter.
tightening up your double chin or
No,
whatever, all that,
no.
shrinking your nose, and tightening up your boobs. None of that stuff works.
No.
Oh, I know, but
No.
I want them full again.
Well,
yeah,
that's
well,
surgery.
me too.
That's surgery.
What are you gonna do?
I don't
You
know.
got
I've
Do you have a
tried
man?
everything.
You have a man?
No, not right now.
Why not?
I'm just moving into Georgia. I don't really have time for it.
No time.
What are you doing?
No time. Just chilling right now.
No. I mean, what kind of work do you do that's keeping you busy? Why'd you move there?
I moved here for a job at a funeral home. I
Oh,
went to
okay. Well,
school
sure,
for
meet
it.
lots of nice elderly dead people
Are you
at
a
the funeral home.
are you a
No, that's
mortician?
not quite what I'm looking for.
What do you do at the funeral home?
Well, I'm an apprentice, so what I'm doing
Apprentice.
is embalming assistant.
Apprentice
Oh.
mortician.
I just help in the back with the embalming.
Wow, how many dead people you see a day?
Maybe 7 or 8.
Does working around dead people make you more careful, or is it liberating, or is it just nothing?
It's nothing.
It's just nothing. Everything's just nothing,
I-
right?
we had an anatomy lab I went into every day in my first year of medical school with 100 dead bodies in it.
Really?
And we just carved them up.
That's it. Never even thought about it.
You do. Interestingly, you have a little reaction that when you first start,
When you first
and they
start
kept
to
their
do it.
hands and their faces covered.
Hands and faces.
Yeah, and when you work your way, you first went in the back and worked your way to the hands. And when you uncovered the hand, it was like, ooh, a human hand. Ugh.
Yeah,
And then the face was where when you
nothing.
uncovered
Yeah.
the face. And then there was over. That's it.
that's it.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that's
Hey, so what do you do? How do you embalm? You just start injecting and pumping fluid into everything?
well, you make an incision. You look for the carotid artery,
Yeah.
the jugular vein, and then there's a machine you have to hook up.
Pump
hook up
them out,
the
pump
vein,
all the
yeah.
blood out, and pump in
Pump the
the.
blood out and pump in the solution. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good times.
So,
Yeah. Seems weird. They never. Let me explain something. To an atheist, all this stuff just seems weird. This is like one big weird ritual to me.
It is weird, but it's innately human. I mean, the Egyptians did it. We want to.
Yeah.
We want to
A lot
see
of
that
stuff
person.
was done historically that I think we're over now. Do you know what I'm saying?
We should
I
be.
understand.
We
It's
should
an
be.
impulse.
Yeah,
It's
we
an
should be.
impulse.
Yeah.
It's an impulse when you're worried about the volcano god and
Yeah.
drawing pictures with rocks on caves and stuff. You want to keep a person in good shape for when it's time to be resurrected and all that stuff. But now that we've sort of worked that out, Seems like it's into the ground you go.
Or the furnace.
Yeah. Let me tell you something about the Carollas. My grandpa died. He was gone. I don't know what happened to him.
So we've found a very sort of
dude came
admirable quality in the Carolla line.
Picked him up with a station wagon about 4 a.m.
You had him set in the water.
Yeah, I didn't even know if he was cremated.
No, that's the Neptune Society. They just dump men.
No, they cremate you in Tori. They don't just toss you in. They don't toss you in. How dare you? They don't just. You can't just get tossed in the water. This isn't wartime. It's not a naval burial.
I don't know. You're right.
No, you get cremated. But you get cremated. They shove you into a file of facts. You know, I mean, they just take a box. They just take a Beacons box and shove you into that, and then they just hit you with the plumber's blowtorch until you go up. They stuff some oily rags up your ass, and they just burn you out in the field, and then they just toss you in the. It's like $280. I mean, my grandfather's funeral was like under $300. It's great. Guy shows up in his own station wagon, like 4 a.m.
No, I've seen that before.
Neptune side is great. Yeah, you just call him up. Hey, Grandpa's dead. All right, Bert will be by in about 45 minutes. He's going to swing by Arby's, get a little dinner before he comes by. And then he just shows up and fills out a couple of things, tosses the guy, probably in the passenger seat so we can utilize the diamond lane on the way out to the crematorium. They just cremate him, and then they just toss him in the ocean. We didn't even have anything. I was like, where's Grandpa?
Yeah, probably
was
in
the
an
ocean.
option. There probably was an option, but you
Oh, yeah. Well, no, it would have been $60.
Your family wouldn't go for that. Of course not.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been $60 to rent the boat and have people go on it and everything. So, no. Come on. What are we, the Rockefellers? Grandpa died. They threw him in the ocean. All right. Lindsay?
Yes.
Nothing you can do about them big boobs.
Surgery. Lots of surgery. Lots of
surgery.
But that's it.
All right.
That wasn't me.
Lindsay, you're 20. What's going on?
I'm 20 years old, and I'm currently sexually active, and I have been, continuously for about a year. And over the last few months, I've been in a relationship and, more than once a week been sexually active.
You stinking whore.
And?
Mm-hmm.
And over the last few months, my sex drive has kind of just fallen and almost gone to nothing. And I'm wondering if there's any kind of clinical reason for that or anything that I can do about it.
Are you on it?
It's all a fine question. Hi, Macy. Put those headphones on. Yeah, we call them cans in the business, by the way. Yeah,
there you are.
You got them there? Can you hear yourself okay? I put Lindsay on hold because Macy Gray just walked in the studio and was done with that. Listen, we got screwed up kids with their sex problems all day long up the wazoo, but we don't get Macy Gray in here too often. Yeah.
I was listening on my way here.
You were? Good.
Yeah.
So she knew exactly what she was getting into.
All right. Good. You're hip. Hey, did you have fun on Jimmy's show when you did it, when you co-hosted a few months back?
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, I thought you did a good job on that. And, not really. I was saying, no, he's a great guy. I was saying to Drew last night that you were one of the highlights of the American Music Awards with your call for people to stand up and really get upset when they lost.
Off, yes.
Yeah, we thought it was kind of refreshingly honest.
Oh, thank you. Well, I know, because it's like when you don't win, you really are very upset. Really.
Are you?
Like backstage, yeah.
Yeah, I've never been up for anything. Yeah, you should. And
I want it, but then we're on TV, they're like, hey... Yeah, you're so great.
Yeah.
I hate you.
If people do that, they always get that first, there's that millisecond of looking stunned and disappointed, followed by gaining the composure and clapping, being very happy. And a little too happy, by the way, for someone winning other than them.
Yeah.
You know what
right,
I mean? Imagine,
it seems disingenuous.
Yeah. Well, here's what I'm saying. If anyone who watches sports and you see the other team win the game, the other team doesn't pretend like they're genuinely disappointed, sometimes angry.
They leave.
Yeah, they leave. They're pissed off. They punch a ref. They do throw a Gatorade bucket. They trash a locker room. They're upset. Why should this be any different? It's just the camera's on. You're supposed to be dignified.
It's freezing in here.
You cold?
Oh
good.
My God.
I can fix that.
Where are you from?
It's like winter.
Yeah, well, it is winter.
I know, but not in L.A.
Well, yeah, it is. It's December, right? Are we in December
Technically,
yet?
Yeah,
today.
Today's the first day.
Today?
So, where are you from?
Ohio.
Ohio.
Like real winter, like snow.
Yeah.
Where in Ohio?
This is nothing for you.
0 degrees. It's freezing in here.
Where in Ohio? Where in Ohio?
Canton, Ohio.
Canton, Ohio.
Ah, home of the Pro
Hall
Football Hall of Fame. Never been there. I'd like
I used
to go
work there.
You used to work the Pro Football Hall of
When
Fame?
I was 12, I was a tour guide.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the thing that
This
people...
show's now over. That's all we're going to talk about the rest of the
Give
show.
me the top 35 things people don't know about the NFL Hall of Fame. Give me like 2 or 3 top things that people aren't aware of.
All right, let me see. I was 12. I mean, that
Right.
was just like, 5 years ago, but I'm just...
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. But I remember.
Do you remember
It's
anything?
in Canton. Most people don't know it's in Canton, Ohio.
Right. They think it's
All right.
going to be like...
But we had to watch, like, all these old films on... Like, I used to know Walter Payton's stats
Right.
and stuff like that. And
The
Joe
Immaculate
Montana.
Reception. You had to watch the Immaculate Reception 400
Yes,
times.
this was a show, like a real tour.
How big is it? Is it a big place?
No, it's big for Canton. It's like okay, let me think. Say if you go down, like, the downtown library downtown?
Yeah.
It's about that size.
Wow, it's big.
Library's a place they keep the books?
Book place.
Yeah,
Book,
it's
book
book.
Again,
storage
they
place.
never put the word book not in there. It's very confusing for people,
Especially for the non-readers.
So you work. How long did you work there for?
Just a few months.
Oh.
Wow. And how'd you get that gig at 12?
My uncle was like a city guy. He was like assistant to the mayor. And he got me the job there.
Oh, am I gonna kill my dad?
But it didn't work out.
It didn't work out.
Why'd you get fired?
You get caught stealing Vince Lombardi's bust.
No, they had this weird rule where you had to be at work 10 minutes early. Like, you're supposed to be there at 8.
Hold on, little sidebar. I can see where that'd be difficult
But-
for Macy.
Yeah, no,
since
it's
the
10:15 here.
Yeah, what time is it?
The show started 15
Starts
minutes
at
ago.
10.
Yeah, that's
She
good.
should-
Well,
okay.
Look,
I was here.
we're not being singled out.
I was waiting for you guys to take a break.
Right. That's what
Oh,
she,
okay.
that's what she told
Yeah.
them. That's what she told them at the camp.
I was here. I was waiting for you guys to take a break.
No, but you had to be there 10 minutes. You had to be on the floor by 8.
You had to be, because the place opened at 8.
Yeah, so I had like...
You kept showing up late.
Just
Or
a
not
little-
early.
No,
a little
just
bit
a couple
late.
minutes, though.
Couple minutes.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
12. Like,
Yeah,
give me a
what
break.
do you
Yeah,
want?
12.
What do you
What
want?
would you have done at 12?
Plus, I had to get a ride every day from my dad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't like I could get up there on my own.
Right.
You
All right,
know?
so you worked at the Pro Football Hall of Fame for a while, and then this is in Canton, Ohio, and now you're going to high school in Canton, Ohio, right?
When I went to high school, I went to a boarding school.
Oh, you went away.
Yeah, Western Reserve Academy.
Oof.
Reserve
Sounds
Academy.
like a military academy.
I know. What? It's actually it's a boarding school and a college out there.
It's Case Western.
Yeah. Exactly.
What's Western?
It's got a great medical school.
Oh, it does.
It's in
Now
Hudson.
where's that at?
Well, the
Cleveland.
boarding school's in Hudson. The college is in Cleveland.
Why'd you go to boarding school?
Oh, I
You got into
can't
trouble?
say.
You got into trouble.
My sexual issues.
Oh, got in trouble.
I'm kidding.
Were you getting in trouble?
I just want to say to the caller that called before, having big breasts is great.
Yeah,
Don't worry
yeah.
about it.
Yeah. So you got in
Yeah.
trouble.
Because you guys get these callers and they say like, oh my God, my boyfriend makes me come too much. Like, I don't understand the
Right, they call with non-problems.
Yeah, that's a non-problem.
My boyfriend just wants to eat my coochie. I just don't know what to do. Like, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Well, you're gonna when we're done.
Okay.
So you go. How old are you when you go to boarding school?
14.
14. Getting in trouble. They send you away to boarding school.
Yeah,
You go there. You do okay over there. Or you get into more trouble.
I did all right. Boarding school's a weird place when you're that young. And
Yeah.
a girl.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause you don't have, like, your parents.
Yeah.
They don't realize how
like,
messed
your
up it
teachers
is.
think they're your parents.
Well,
You know
I
what
guess.
I mean?
I guess. Yeah, it is. I guess if you're a
And your teachers
teacher.
are strange.
If you're
Yeah.
a teacher at a boarding school and you got a bunch of kids dropped off and you're in the middle of the country, you sort of feel like you're the parent.
Yeah.
You are the.
You kind of are the
yeah.
parent.
Yeah, but they were weird.
So you had weird. Okay, and then did you go to college or when did you start
Yeah,
singing?
I went to USC.
You went to USC?
Yeah, I'm a Trojan.
When did you start singing?
Woo, woo. Huh?
When did you start singing?
Let me see. I was in college. I was I was in my first band my senior year in college.
Senior year in college.
Yeah.
So nothing.
I started late.
Yeah, most people end up they were in the choir and they
Yeah,
started in
the whole
high
life.
school or junior high or
Yeah.
something, but you didn't know it.
No, I took piano lessons. I
Ah.
took classical piano for 7 years. But I wasn't into singing so much later.
So you started singing as a senior at USC.
Yeah, there's this guy that I liked that was a musician. He had a studio in his dorm room. And
Studio in his dorm room. Wow.
I know, right? He was a baller.
Yes, see, that's
Yeah, rich kid.
So anyway, I pretended like I was really into writing music and making music because I liked them. Mm-hmm. And then I got really, I actually turned out to be pretty good at it.
Yeah.
So I used to write lyrics for his beats.
Right, and then how long before you had the success? I mean, from the time you got out of high school, out of college, to the time you started selling some records.
Let me see. It was about 7 years.
Oh, really? 'Cause I have no idea how old you are.
I'm not telling you. I'm going to leave it that way.
I'm gonna do the math though.
I know math always gives you away.
All right. Well, here's the thing with Macy. We got the CD. We got a Christmas CD that she's got coming out. It's a compilation thing. She's on it. Fiona Apple's on it. Tenacious D's on it. Fuel's on it. A whole bunch of people are on it. And I think we're going to hear something off of that CD. Mm-hmm. We'll hear it in the next segment.
You should hear the one off my album first, though.
Oh, is that the one we're going to hear?
I've Been a Good Girl? That one?
No, the one on my album is the song that me, Beck, and Farrell Monch did. Number 2.
Number 2.
Yeah, see, I've Been a Good Girl's on the Christmas album.
All right, we got to get...
All right, we'll get that straightened out.
My boy just wants to eat my Gucci.
All right, easy there. I'm going to we'll finish up with Lindsay, then we'll take a break.
All right.
Lindsay?
Yes.
So Lindsay, a sudden drop in your sex drive, right?
Yes.
Are you in a relationship now?
Yes, I am. I have been for about a year.
Is that working, that relationship?
Yeah, the relationship's wonderful. That's the only thing that's the problem.
Did you start like Depo-Provera shots or something?
No, I actually haven't been on birth control for over 2 years, and I just started the other day. But this has been going on longer.
And no medication?
No.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Mm-hmm. Are you in love with this guy?
Yes, I am.
Any other symptoms?
No, I mean...
Nothing, I mean. Your periods are normal. Your periods are normal. Well, one of the things that makes people flip and flop between being hypersexual and then sort of deprived is a history of sexual abuse or physical abuse. Anything like that happen?
Nothing like that, no.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you're just exhausted.
Maybe you're tired?
I don't know, but it's irritating in my relationship because he thinks that I, don't care for him anymore, and I do. It's just I can't do anything about it. I have to force myself.
Do you need a dangerous guy? Do you need a troublemaker?
I don't know, maybe. I don't know.
Was your dad a troublemaker?
No.
No.
Your periods are normal?
My parents are very normal.
Are you overweight or underweight?
I'm normal weight.
Normal weight. No excessive exercising or unusual dietary patterns or anything like that?
No.
Man, how many times are you going to come in and out of here? Drive me insane.
Do you just not want to do it, or did you fall asleep? You just don't want to do it?
Do that.
What?
No, I'm sorry. The door drives me nuts in this studio. I don't know what it is. Well, just stay in there.
Say it again, Macy.
So do you just not feel like it, or do you just fall asleep?
I just don't feel like it. And he'll want to, and I just won't at all.
Is he after you too frequently? Is he sort of really objectifying you and after you all the time for it?
He's gotten to the point now, but at first he didn't, and he's just irritated because he thinks that I'm not attracted to him anymore, and I am.
Well, why don't you just look? If you're attracted to him, just hold still and let him hump you once in a while. It's not that big a deal.
I think you also ought to see a gynecologist. This really does have a biological. You're not depressed. You're sleeping normally.
No.
It has a biological feel to it. Normally when people describe this kind of a shutdown and they haven't been abused, it's usually medication or something on that order.
Let me float this concept, Drew. Don't take any offense to this, Macy, but I don't think girls are used to doing stuff they don't want to do enough.
Yeah, physically unpleasant things.
Somebody.
Men are just reared on that, guys.
Men are sort of like get down and do a bunch of push-ups and have a guy yell at you, or have some guy yell that dirt's got to be moved over into that dumpster before the day's through. Guys are sort of used to just doing physical stuff they don't want to do. Right. Women. I think women are used to doing emotional stuff they don't want to do, like with the kids. Like the kids got to be at ballet, and then I got to pick the other one up from
dudes and all their ass.
Well, whatever it is, it's emotional. Women do stuff they emotionally don't want to do. Right. I don't think they're not good at the physical stuff they don't want to do, and I think there's a thing too where if it doesn't feel good or you don't feel like doing it, you shouldn't do it physically.
Right.
But you shouldn't have to do
You should,
There you go.
there you go.
There you
So
go.
this is the problem.
See, guys are reared on. It doesn't matter. Do it.
You see, guys like play football,
Right.
and the football coach starts yelling at them when they're 10 years old to get down and do some push-ups and to run some wind sprints, and nobody wants to do it.
Right,
they
so I
just
don't
do
want
it.
to, and you get punched.
Right.
Then they do more.
Here's all I'm saying. There's this sort of thing like, well, she doesn't want to have sex. She loves the guy. She feels for him. She's horny for him, or she's attracted to him. But she doesn't want to have sex, so she shouldn't have sex. But here's my thing. Just have sex. Maybe you'll kickstart yourself.
Or if we dug a little
But guys
further.
don't have sex when they don't want to.
No, that's what we do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No,
I think we should dig a little more.
In prison, too.
We might find some more stuff going on in this
I'm done
relationship,
digging.
but we got to take a break.
I'm done digging. All right, Macy Gray in studio tonight. We'll hear a song from her when we come back. Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Macy Gray is our guest tonight. She just woke up.
Hello.
Macy.
I'm awake. Thank you very much.
We're gonna hear something off of Macy's CD, "The Trouble with Being Myself," in just a couple of seconds. We're gonna take a song first. Macy's gonna be playing with David Bowie. Have you ever played with David Bowie?
No, I've never played with David Bowie.
Going to be touring with David Bowie.
Right.
And
we're here in LA on January 31st, February 3rd, 4th, 5th. Two shows at the Shrine, two shows at the Wilton.
I'd like to go to one of those shows.
Yeah, you should. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
Yeah. I've never seen David Bowie.
I got you if you need some tickets.
Really?
Yeah.
I would like that. I'd like to see both of you. I wouldn't. Do you go out? You open for him, but do you go out on stage together at some point?
Oh, he's opening for me, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
That's cool.
Yeah, of course.
Well, David Bowie is such a legend. He's been around for over 40 years.
No, I'm kidding.
That's what I thought.
I go on earlier than he does, put it that way.
Yeah, you don't open for anybody. You do your show, and then he comes in and mops up. It's called sloppy seconds in the music industry, Drew.
Graveyard shift.
No, actually, we were talking about doing a song together. So hopefully we'll have time to put one together before we go out,
David Bowie's one of these guys that has some really neat songs, except for they don't play them on the radio that much. Play the stuff you're tired of on the radio, but he has some really good stuff, like off Hunky Dory CD. All right, so take a call.
Let's Dance?
No, I didn't ask for all that song.
China Girl.
It's all right. You get that Hunky Dory CD. That's some interesting, really interesting, funky songs on there. True?
Fine.
No?
Never heard that.
Fine.
Don't know?
Fine.
Christy?
Hey.
Hey, you're 17.
Yeah, I am.
What's up?
I am just wondering if talking dirty, like, during sex is going to affect my relationship.
You mean you needing him to do that, or him needing to do that?
No, like, neither one of us really needs it. It's just something that's been lately happening probably half the time when we have sex.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me. I will give you something to smile about.
David Allen Gray. I always love that. All right. So, what kind of? Give us an example of your dirty talk.
Well, he'll just, like, it'll start off, like, he'll call me, like, a bad girl, and, like, bad girls get effed hard, and, like, he'll call me a little whore, and, like, I don't know, just stuff like that. It's not something I would normally say, and so I don't know if it's
he needs to do that. Yeah.
Really?
Either one of two things. Either he had some other girlfriend that needed it and taught him that's something that she liked, therefore all women like, men tend to generalize, or he needs to talk like that. Those are the only two options.
Let me say this, though.
And this may get worse. You may see some smacking.
He's 20. He's 22.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing: is sometimes. Well, first off, never met a woman that didn't like just a little rough trade, just a little. Macy's smiling.
No, I like it. But
just a little, nothing too. Just a little tug on the hair and a tap on the ass. Every once in a while. And he gets the feeling you like it a little bit, and that's why he's moving forward with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it going to have any like negative effect on our everyday relationship? Though?
The only way it would is if you really start. If this is the beginning of a path that he's heading down. And if he gets into more and more fetishistic behaviors, that will diminish your intimacy and take you away from him a little bit, and you'll start to feel weird. But if it's just sort of an issue of taste, so to speak, this ain't going anywhere.
But also, it's still nice to probably break it up a little bit and leave it out every once in a while.
I did an interesting CNN thing tonight where they have found that several or many of the firemen, the brethren, that were sort of brought in to console the widows of the fallen brethren, guys with families and things, end up picking up on these young ladies and leaving their wives.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. You mean after 9/11?
Yeah.
That firemen well, a lot of firemen came to New York from other parts of the country.
Most of these guys were guys from the same station who were actually at the event. So they themselves were traumatized. And it's all kinds of things going on that can cause people to do that. But not the least of which, think about what we've always said about men.
Yeah.
This is your buddy's wife. Always been kind of attracted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now he moves in. It's like, what?
No, guys will do that. I mean, your boyfriend could kill himself, and 5 minutes later, a guy be there like going, "Oh, this must be a tough time," and hugging you, and then trying to make out with you. The only part I like is
could be his best friend.
If the girl stops him when the guy goes, "Oh yeah, I don't know what came over me. What was I thinking?" And I love when women buy that too.
I was so traumatized.
I was traumatized too.
Is that from all the football, from all the physical things you made to do?
No, guys, it's wired in their head.
Guys have a sort of physical agenda that can't really be altered with words or situations or events.
Younger guys, especially.
Yeah, mourning doesn't seem to.
But that didn't intensify.
Most 22-year-olds guys, if there's a funeral that goes on for more than 20 minutes, we'll get a boner at some point in the funeral. It's documented. I used a tumescence monitor and realized that most guys get boners. This is how guys are, Macy.
Oh, I'm hip.
You're hip?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. Are you married?
I was.
Yeah. So you know how guys are.
Women are the same way. We just don't talk about it, I guess. We don't admit to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we don't say.
I think women
get boners at funerals. We don't say things like that.
Really? But women, they
I always suspected they got boners at funerals.
It seems like they reserve this sort of behavior for just certain men.
Yeah.
Men will
you mean the naughty behavior?
Not naughty, but sort of where they can't control themselves behavior that men fall victim to.
Yeah. There's a handful of guys that women will present themselves to, and then the rest have to just sort of slug it out in the trenches.
Well, it's just chemistry. There's like certain guy you just like you do everything with, you know.
Yeah. Well, you see, women say that they go, I have chemistry with this one guy. You and every other broad you know has chemistry with this one guy. Right. So I don't know what it is that he's putting out that works in the chemistry department, and also
he knows how to move his kahunga.
No, they don't know that yet.
How do you know that in advance?
No, you know it then.
You know it when he's on top of you, but how do you know it when you're at the club?
At the funeral.
You know, it's like
or at the funeral.
No, it's like eye contact. It's like...
Yeah, but...
It's really like subtle stuff.
Nah, but that's...
Yeah.
I mean, it's the guys, like, you can't sit and describe it. It's just there.
I gotta rub some stink on me or something.
It's pheromone.
So I believe I'm a guy, I get punished.
For the rest of the guys?
Well, you know there's guys you assume, the women just assume are better than they are, and they all get with him and all that kind of stuff, and he's probably no different than. And then there's the guys that are where they're at, and then the guys that women assume are worse than they actually are.
You're the worst.
I'm the worst one.
Yeah.
And Napoleon was sort of apparently like,
what?
Not good.
Not good in the sack? Mm-hmm. How do you know?
I just read a medical thing about him.
What do you know?
All the women complained.
Well,
he had his hand tucked in his jacket. He was wearing that crazy hat.
No, he ejaculated too quickly. He didn't give a rat's ass what was happening with women. And at his autopsy, there was some anatomical deficiencies.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
But they still presented to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, he was a snappy dresser, and he was, conquering Europe. That could be exciting to a woman.
That's sexy.
Women like square buckles on a guy's shoes, and a conqueror of Europe, and a hat that's shaped like the roof of Taco Bell, and conquering Europe.
That's a good time.
And conquering Europe.
That's good too, right?
Yeah, that's sexy.
Yeah.
Well, a guy says if you go up to a girl and say, "I conquered Europe."
Right.
I guarantee.
Yeah, all right. Here I say, I don't want to jinx it. I haven't conquered Europe, but I'm conquering Europe. Okay.
I never say you did it already.
Now we got a Macy Gray song to play, but
Let's play it.
Are we?
Yeah,
we got time. Anderson, you cool? Anderson's cool. All right, it's off of The Trouble with Being Myself, and it's called. Wait, now you got this figured out too? Yeah, it's called It Ain't the Money.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
A little Macy Gray for you.
That was back on there too, back in Fairmont.
The Trouble with Being Myself is the name of the CD. It's out. She's going to be out with David Bowie coming up in January. And is that in December too, or just January?
Yeah, we do this. I mean, we leave on the 5th. We do the States, East Coast, and we come back this way.
Wow.
Also has a Christmas album out called Christmas Call. It's a compilation.
Yeah.
Right. She's represented on there as well as many other Travis and Fiona Apple and Tenacious D and lots of people like that. All right. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with Macy Gray right after this.
Music, cues, IQs, come on.
Go, Macy, go.
My kizzer, it's all kizzer. It's always like my Zoom.
Come on.
It's always like my Zoom. Why zoom, Z. See?
That's nothing like we rehearsed. We spent the entire break rehearsing that, and it was nothing like we rehearsed. Macy Gray. Macy Gray is here tonight, everybody. Kathy Griffin is in here tomorrow night, and then Tori Amos. And I finally got junior producer Lauren to admit the only reason she's here is because Tori Amos comes by once every 2.5 years.
That's the reason.
I've long suspected that, but she looked me in the eye and admitted the reason she took this gig.
She's never hidden it from me.
Yeah.
That and to study your genius. She derived many a pearl.
That's why I'm here, by the way.
She let us know the other night. She derived many a pearl from your genius.
People, if they don't know what we're talking about, I said, we should take a call, but screw them. Macy. We'll talk to Macy Gray here. New CD, by the way, The Trouble with Being Myself, out as we speak. I was asking a producer, I should say engineer Chris, I said, Chris, what do you want to be? You want to be an engineer? You want to be a tech guy? Or you want to be in front of the microphone? And he said, microphone. That's the only thing I've ever heard him say, by the way. And I thought, that's interesting. And I thought, once in a while I fish around for a compliment, but it's always just like stepping on a rake that's covered with crap, just smack you right in the forehead. Yeah, but it's not even just a rake in the forehead. It's a rake that's got Duke dog crap on the end of it. Pow. Now you got a lump and an infection. Yeah. So I said to Chris, I said, okay, Chris, you've been working with us for about 3 months. Chris isn't here tonight, engineer Michelle. So I said, Chris, what do you learn from watching me and Drew work for the last 3 months? And he goes, what do you mean? And I said, what tips you picked up watching the guys work together, seeing how we work you want to be on the air. What have you learned from watching me? And he goes, stay off the internet. And I said, well, what does that mean? And he said, don't prepare. And I said, oh, okay. So you've learned number one, you learn not to prepare. You learn anything. What about anything else from watching me work? No, not really. So I was like, okay, just show up late. She's like, yeah. So I said, Lauren, junior producer Lauren, what have you learned from watching me work? Watching us work together? And she goes, well, you don't have to be smart. I mean, you don't have to be educated. It's who you know. Once you're in, they can't get rid of you. Once you're in, they got to fire you. And when you're in, you make big bucks, and you get to boss everyone around. I said, all right.
This is exactly what
that's it.
What would the right answer have been?
I don't know what the right answer would have been. I wasn't expecting much.
Expecting something that might have helped them communicate in the role of being somebody behind the mic, not just how Adam is, but something he does that might be
stupid, bossy, and lazy isn't what I was looking for. I was looking for, I don't know, it's good to be relaxed and be yourself or something like that.
Trust your instincts.
Yeah, something other than stupid and bossy. By the way, they can't get rid of you. I like that part, by the way. How's that work where they can't get rid of us? And by the way, it's who you know.
Yeah, that's how you got there.
That's how I got here. Because you know my dad. He's the head of radio. He's Bob Tesla. He invented radio. I changed my name.
Marconi
because
was the original.
Marconi. Yeah. He's Johnny Marconi. Yeah, that's how I got in. My grandfather was a Marconi. That was my dad, my mother's side. My mom, Tesla. My mother was a Tesla side. Marconi was my father. They got together, created a super radio being. All right. Yeah. Ann?
Hey. Thanks for taking my call. Hey, Macy.
You too.
Hey.
Oh, by the way.
You have to wait till the next hour.
My dad, big fan. My dad, he runs radio.
Yeah, of course.
Nobody knows this show like my dad. I saw my dad on Saturday in the afternoon. He said, "You going to work tonight?" I said, "What work? You do the radio, right?" No. No, don't do it Saturday. No, Dad's show's never been on Saturday. I've never worked on the radio Saturday night. I got the gig 9 years. You live in town. You ever heard it? That's that. 9. He's also the same guy who wanted to come on Saturday about 7:30 once a few years back. And explained to him the show started at 10. But again, my dad, show business. You're in. You can't get out now. And they can't get rid of us, Drew.
Can't.
Possible. So you're 20, you hooked up with two 37-year-old women?
No, guys. One of my friends was with us.
At the same time?
Excuse me?
At the same time?
We just...
This is the trick question.
Well,
at the same time. Were you with them
yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, at the same time. All three of them.
All three of them.
And
so you, your female friend, and two
strangers?
older men.
Yeah. Well, I knew them through work.
Okay. So, and they're both guys are 37.
Yep, and one of them was married.
All right, and this is a foursome then, right?
Well, I mean, we didn't have sex or anything. All we did was just get naked and make out and stuff like that.
Yeah, oral sex?
No, nothing like that.
Nothing like that.
Just being naked and making out.
That's
Well, but we didn't.
Something like that.
We got to take a break.
Do the guys have boners?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second.
Okay.
I like the way they're.
Nothing like that.
Nothing like that.
How dare you?
What are you
I don't know where your mind is going.
What are you thinking?
Hey, buddy, get it out of the gutter, would you? We were just all four naked on top of each other. All right, Macy Gray's here. Macy, you got to stay one more break. You thought you were staying the first hour, but you showed up late, so now you got to make up that 15 minutes.
You were late. I was watching.
Yeah,
I was
just like you weren't
learning
late.
From
just
you.
like you weren't late at Canton, Ohio, many years ago.
Learning.
All right. Well, now you should know that I'm a disciplinarian. And you have to stay for one more break.
Right.
Thanks, baby doll. We'll be right back. Hey, everybody. Loveline.
Hey.
I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. I'm going to just use the F word for the rest of the evening.
Why?
Well, they can't get rid of me. I'm locked in here, Drew. Yeah. Macy Gray is in studio tonight.
Thank you very much.
The Trouble with Being Myself is the name of the CD. Also is involved with a compilation CD for Christmas, which is it out or is it coming out?
It's out.
It's out.
Yes, out.
Yeah, see,
Christmas.
I always think about what you should. I don't have any talent. What you should do, you know how they write
You're good at going off on tangents, though, just taking one little thing, just talking for an hour, and nobody knows what you're talking about, but you're completely happy with yourself.
That's what our staff is.
That's what we're talking about.
That's talent. That's really good.
Yeah, I'm happy with myself. That's the important part, even if no one knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you lost me just about 10 minutes ago.
You see, Macy's been bitten by the compliment bug around here, too.
Yeah, well, Lauren was coaching her during the break.
Oh, okay.
We were just talking.
Here's what you need to write a song about.
She told me you went off for 40 minutes one time.
Hey,
you didn't take any calls, and you didn't talk to the guest.
For 40 minutes.
You can talk about traffic and weather for unlimited.
But let me say something. 40 minutes is an exaggeration because we never go. Our breaks wouldn't go across the break.
What do we
which
talk
would be about
about?
20 minutes
You know
max. No.
No one knows.
Now look, Macy, I was trying to give you a little career help here, but you jumped all over me.
No,
baby.
I was just trying to boost your ego because you said you don't have any talent. I was just trying to make you feel good, baby.
Oh yeah, well nothing makes a guy feel better than when someone says he's good at waxing on about stuff that no one else understands except for him.
Or cares about
except for him. But here's what I want you to do. You need to write a song, not a Christmas song.
Yeah.
and birthday songs have been done, too.
Mm-hmm.
But we need to pick a subject, like Alice Cooper did School's Out for Summer, and it gets played all the time because it's the only School's Out song.
All right.
You see what I'm saying?
Maybe another School's Out song.
Another School's Out, Veterans Day, Yom Kippur, Columbus Day.
Rosh Hashanah.
Kwanzaa.
Yeah, Kwanzaa. Once a year. Ramadan.
Yeah, Ramadan.
Ramadan, baby.
Ramadan.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and it's Ramadan's a whole month, so it would get played. I don't know if we get a whole lot of airplay out here. Probably not the country
How
station.
about the day after Groundhog's Day? This is the day after Groundhog's Day.
Whatever it is, it gets played
on
that
day.
time of year all the time, and it's always out because that crappy School's Out for Summer's been played for 35 years every time you start getting into June, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. You do that, Macy.
I'm all over that.
All right, that makes sense, right?
Day after February 3rd.
Well, let's not nail ourselves down to the day after Groundhog's Day.
Well,
I'm just saying.
That's as soon as I can, punch it out.
Oh, okay. So you know when Groundhog's Day is. Okay. All right, let's get back to Ann, who's 20.
Yeah, you left her.
Who, all your talk about Groundhog's Day. Ann?
Yeah?
Ann had a foursome.
Annie's 20, and she had herself a foursome, but now they just got naked.
And made out.
Yeah.
And don't think for a second, how dare you, Adam?
No sex, no oral sex.
No.
Did you touch a penis?
No, actually I didn't. I mean, he was touching my breast and stuff like that, but,
How'd you guys all get naked? Was there a jacuzzi or hot tub involved?
Well, we were just really drunk, and we thought it would be fun to play, stripping games.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
They did.
Yeah, the guys had that mapped out in a little war room. They had a little a mock-up of the room before they started the game.
Blah, 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 blah. All right, so, Ann.
Yeah?
So the question is what? You're ashamed?
Well, yeah, and it's happened over a month ago, and I just keep obsessing about it, and...
Because it's weird at work?
Because she wished she would have touched the penis.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but...
That's what it is.
Do you like one of the guys?
No, they were actually kind of gross, but I was kind of strangely attracted to them for some reason. But,
in their grossness.
Yeah. I don't know. But, I guess it's just one of them was married, and I don't know, I just feel like such a homewrecker.
Well, you didn't do anything. You just frolicked about and had a little drunken fun.
This guy's an asshole, and it's his responsibility.
Yeah.
I know.
He didn't cheat, though, really. It's a little frolicking. Nothing wrong with that. Hey,
Did you have fun? Did you like it?
At the time, but when I woke up the next morning, I was pretty upset.
Okay.
Guilty.
Do you see these guys at work every day?
Well, actually, I just saw him for the first time today.
Ooh.
And I just, totally freaked out, and I just get so nervous and can't talk to him, really. And I have to serve them.
You work at a place that's big enough where you don't have to see them?
No, I work at a really small restaurant, and I, have to serve them.
Oh, you serve them? I thought you said you worked with them.
Oh, no, I met them through work.
Oh.
These guys are idiots.
Okay. Well, so what?
Yeah.
Just relax. It's cool. You're 20. You get drunk. You screw around. You didn't have sex with anybody. You didn't have
you're
oral
going to do
sex.
that a bunch more times.
Yeah, you're fine. I don't understand what your problem is. Just get past it.
She has a conscience.
Well, she didn't do anything.
What do you
She's
think?
a waitress. These guys are screwballs.
Because the guy was married?
Yeah, believe me, these guys are doing other stuff. These guys are idiots. They're assholes. Just don't.
No. Please, they're just screwing around. There was no sex involved with
the married guys.
We've heard 1,000 times worse than this. 1,000 times.
Yes, way worse guys. That's
What
true.
about the other girl?
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. What about the girl? You into the girl?
Excuse me?
Did she feel bad?
Yeah. The other girl, she's a friend of mine, and I don't know. She feels really bad about it, too, and she's really embarrassed.
Listen, baby, you're 20.
That.
Get over it. You partied with a couple guys. You're a waitress. You had no sex. Get past it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Get a boyfriend, would you?
Okay.
All right?
Is that going to be a problem?
Kind of.
Why?
I've never had a boyfriend before.
Yeah. See,
Why?
something's going on with you.
Yeah. Why?
Why? I don't know. I don't know.
You're
Because I usually just end up...
You're fat.
Drew, please.
You end up what?
I end up just I don't know. I think my problem is I sleep with him right when I meet him, so it kind of ruins it.
I think you have way too many ideas about that. You're too skittish. You got to relax a little bit.
No, every girl is a hoe at some point.
Yeah.
Especially when you're 20. That's the best time.
That's right.
To be a hoe?
Yeah. Now's the time to do it, baby.
Okay.
And you got to get a little more comfortable in your own skin.
I know.
All right.
You should still have a boyfriend. You can be a hoe and have a
Her
boyfriend.
dad must be an a-hole. That's why she's attracted.
Yeah, you're skittish. You're calling from Minnesota. You do any ice fishing up there?
No, I don't.
I got to get into that ice fishing. It's going to be my new thing. You know what you do? You get a little shed, you drag it out in the lake, and you just sit there and get drunk.
Have you ever tried to not do it on the first night?
Ann?
Yeah.
You ever not had sex on the first night?
No, not since I've been like 16.
Okay. Well, why don't you hold off and just find a guy? I don't know.
So she gets overtaken by other people.
Here's what
come to her own defense.
Ann is confused by life and by men especially.
It's severe codependency.
You feel like you can't tell him no.
Yeah,
that's codependency. There's something's
wrong.
The alcoholic dad. That's what.
She's scared to say no.
Huh?
Yeah. Well, look, she's from Minnesota.
Well, just try not doing it with him on the first night and see what happens with a guy that you like, with a guy that's not gross.
Yeah.
Do you have an alcoholic dad?
No, I don't.
See, Drew, you're regular Prescott, retard.
Why the caretaking? Why can't you come to your own defense? Why can't you be present in a relationship?
I don't know. I just have very low self-esteem.
Why? So what happened to you?
Nothing. I don't know.
All right, listen, two choices. Your parents made you feel like crap or you're fat. Which one?
Well, I'm not fat, but...
What? How much you weigh?
170, and I'm 5'10".
Okay. That's a lot of Norwegian woman there.
I am Norwegian.
Yeah, let me do the radio math.
That's good.
5'10", 170?
Yeah.
Okay, I get 5'7" and 13/16, 183.
Phew.
Yeah.
There you go.
What?
All right. So listen,
Again,
Ann.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm doing the radio math.
All right.
Why don't you lose 20 pounds?
I try.
Well,
Yeah, why not? You
But
feel
that
better
ends up,
about yourself.
Not eating, so...
No, don't stop eating. Just exercise a little more.
Okay.
I'm telling you, look.
She said, okay.
Oh, look, anyone, if you're feeling bad about yourself, you're in a rut, you don't have any money, you can't get anything going, here's the best, and you can't afford therapy, and you can't do whatever, here's the best thing you can do. Start eating a little better and start exercising. You'll immediately feel better. You'll have more self-respect. You'll feel stronger. You'll just feel better. It's not going to fix you if you were molested for 10 years, but it's going to. It couldn't hurt, as the Jewish doctor would say. Am I right, Macy?
Yeah, but it's okay to tell a guy no.
It's okay to tell a guy no.
Something is up with her that she gets
just when you meet a guy you like, just make him wait for a while. It's fun, actually.
She can't. She gets completely lost in anybody else's desires.
Yeah.
And she has to perfectly please them.
And then she's got just a little that fat chick syndrome.
Plus, she's only 20,
Some of that is codependency. That's whatever.
She's 20.
Dependency.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's keep going. I'm getting depressed. Gene?
Hey, what's going on, Adam?
Let me say something, too, Macy. I don't mean to sound... This is going to be good, really. This might sound mildly racist, but super white Norwegian chicks that are fat look bad. You know what I mean? You're dark skinned, you're an ebony princess, you can carry a couple extra pounds on you, it just look good. White chicks, especially the real white ones from Minnesota, they get naked, looks like you ran to a snowdrift. You understand? Black woman just looks younger when they pack on 40 pounds, they look younger. They don't really look heavier, they look younger, it just pulls the wrinkles out of them. They look good. White women don't carry it well. So they say?
I'm not going to say anything about
no, it's true. It's better.
But 5'10", 170 isn't bad.
No, it's not bad.
It's not fat, for sure.
It's not fat, but it's not good. See what I'm saying?
It's not fat.
But you got to understand, 5'10", 170, that's over the radio.
Over the radio?
She's telling us over the phone.
She's giving an idealized
version. If I put her on a
version.
scale right now, she'd be 189.
Oh, right.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what it says, 5'10", 170 on her license. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Oh, see, I'm learning something now.
That's what I like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Gene?
Yeah, hey, what's going on, Adam?
It's great for us, too, man. So I hope you're not kidding.
Hey, I
Gene?
got a question for you guys.
Yeah, you're 19.
Yeah, Berkeley. My girlfriend's been taking ecstasy for some time now.
Fantastic.
And she's been trying to get me to like have sex while we're on ecstasy.
Yeah.
And she kind of does it on her own, but I've never done it before. And I was kind of worried because I'd heard from some people that if you take ecstasy and have sex, your like orgasm will be better than anything you've had before. And if you were to try and have sex without it.
I don't know. It smacks of bogus, Gene. I got to be honest.
You may actually have the question, but all right, whatever.
It's a real this is a serious question. She takes ecstasy, and she was trying to have sex with me, but people say, like, if I have sex with ecstasy, I'll never have anything like it ever again.
I don't know of any evidence that's the case, but you may not have anything like it ever again because it burns out the pleasure areas of your brain, and you literally lose.
You're addicted to ecstasy and sex.
No.
But look, listen here, Einstein. What if you go to the restaurant and you ask what the specials are, and he says, we have a lobster bisque that's out of this world. You've never had lobster bisque this good. You go, okay, I better not order it because I don't want something so good that I'm going to be disappointed tomorrow when I have lunch and it's not as good. Yeah. What kind of strategy is that? If you can have the best orgasm you ever have, you have it. Well, especially when you're 19.
But if indeed you're feeling less pleasure from sex, it is because of ecstasy is well documented to damage the pleasure and mood areas in the brain.
Well,
it's well documented.
I've heard your ads on the commercials and stuff about ecstasy and how it's bad for you. And she's taken it for a while. I don't know. She doesn't do it around me. She knows I don't like it.
There's two things.
She does it.
Two things.
Yeah.
She may need it to experience herself sexually. That's her business. You as a healthy male, it sort of doesn't get any better. You know what I mean?
No,
it's all good.
All you need is a magazine, a tub of margarine.
Right.
You don't need anything as a 19-year-old guy.
Yeah, you don't need enhancers.
That's right. Margarine.
Really going to enhance it.
Yeah, or
whatever.
Crisco.
Yeah. Crisco's good. Molly McButter in a pinch.
What you will see, and you watch her. What will start to happen is she will start isolating. So after she's had a good 50 to 100 range of hits, you will start to see her isolate. She'll start to complain of anxiety and then panic, and then she will get these profound depressions, and they are lifelong. And most of those people end up in a hospital. They're really serious.
And you start to look really bad.
If you're a big-time ecstasy user, you're going to
look bad?
Yeah, ecstasy makes your eyes dark.
Oh, really?
And you get tired all the time because it keeps you up all night.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's very, very bad for your looks.
All right. Gene sounded either bogus or naive. But
maybe just an a-hole didn't care kind of thing.
Well, anyway, the point is you should probably try to get your girlfriend off the X for her own sake.
Yeah.
Yeah?
She's going down a bad path here. It's a shame.
All right.
Yeah.
Ben?
Hey.
Mom,
could you leave the room for a second? Thank you.
He's kidding.
Gotta be kidding.
No,
all right, you're 17. He is calling from the Bay Area.
Yeah. Thank you, Mom.
Where you get to boss your parents around.
Yeah, no.
The Bay Area. That doesn't go on. You get start hearing him being beaten by belt.
Spoon.
Right now.
Yeah, that's happened maybe once to me.
Yeah, that's what you'd hear from the South.
Not from the South.
That's
whatever. Sorry. Anyways, so I've got this problem, right? Like if I'm like climbing over something or like stretching my legs out or something, sometimes my testicles will pop like inside my body. Like they pop in.
They will pull in, they'll retract.
No, they don't retract, and it's like they pop in like a I don't know, not like I'm not sure.
Do they actually make a cartoon-like popping sound?
No, but they feel like that, and then they feel really weird and they hurt.
Yeah.
Not both hurt, but.
Let me just give you a quick tip when you're trying to illustrate a point.
Yeah.
When you say something like a, it's good to have in mind what it is you're going to say before you say like a, otherwise you get left hanging that way.
Sorry.
Like a pop.
No, he said like a.
And I just hung, yeah.
Right. That's fine. It's all right.
And both sides do it equally.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And what's your question about it?
Well, I don't know. I want to know if it's normal. I don't know if it's like I need to get a surgery or...
No
what
surgery.
About that?
No surgery. It's normal for the nuts to sort of head up towards the abdomen from something called the cremasteric response.
It's a good thing that it's good for your nuts to head there, especially when you're hopping fences.
When you're cold, hopping fences.
I heard,
you know what I mean?
They're getting out of harm's way.
Get those nuts. Get cut on some of that Constantine wire. It's a mess.
What'd you say, Ben?
I hear that they can disappear. Like I don't know. For me, they go all the way out of my sack. Like my sack is completely empty.
Yeah, and they can go up towards the inguinal canal and things, and that's what happens after orgasm with some guys.
Oh,
and some guys have to actually push the testy back down into the sack.
That's funny.
Yeah. All right, you're cool.
But it's normal?
It's normal. Not normal, but it's not anything you have to rush
you'll
out
be all right.
and have anything done.
No, I try to keep them out of there.
Yeah. So you have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah. How you doing? Is your dad around?
In the room or like?
No, your parents.
Yeah, they're around.
He's around? All right. Everyone's cool?
Yeah, everyone's cool.
You going to go off to college?
I'm hoping. I'm just applied to Berkeley, hoping I'm getting in there.
Nice. All right, buddy boy.
All right, thank you, Adam. Thank you, Drew.
Good time.
Thank you, caller Ben. Let's take one more call.
Let's see what this one is. Otherwise, this one.
Macy, you doing all right?
Uh-huh.
You hanging? You know what's going on?
What?
You don't understand what happens with the guy's nut sacks?
I'm cool.
They go up.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Like when they go in cold water. You know what I mean?
I know, I'm just a very visual person, so if you picture that...
You have to picture it.
I mean, it's hard.
Makes you want to write a song.
Yeah.
Not exactly, but okay.
That could be your song, though. I mean, you could do a...
My nuts go up.
Yeah.
His nuts go up.
My nuts, not even... That's good. That's good, too.
His nuts go up.
Yeah.
All right.
I like that. Once in a while, a chick
Definitely lyrical.
Chick uses that thing where they say, give me head or something like that.
Yeah.
It's always a little confusing, but it's always a little weird. I heard this chick get in an argument with this guy, and she yelled to, I don't know if I can say, but suck my D.
Oh, yeah.
She screamed at the guy in the heat of battle, and then
Nice.
everyone started laughing.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's funny. Hey, Star,
Yeah,
you're 21?
yeah.
You like being...
I just want to say something real quick. I am 174 pounds and 5'4", so she ain't fat. Sorry.
You're fat.
No,
I'm good looking, dude.
You're both fat. That's how
Okay.
it works. It's not that she ain't or you ain't. It's you both is.
I
All
don't
right.
think so, but whatever.
Well, look, here's the deal. The mark keeps heading up. I mean, the country keeps getting heavier and heavier and heavier.
You're overweight.
Yeah, so it's kind of good. What was yesterday's morbidly obese is today's husky.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. That's my plan. Like my kid. By the time like our kids, your kid, 10 and 250 pounds, just be average.
Perfect.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, Star, you're 5'4", you're 174, and you're not fat. What else is going on?
I'm having this problem because every time, like, I really like the guys that I always end up with. I really like them, but they're really chill and mellow and, really nervous and really caring people. But I want to be kinky, and I don't know how to bring it up to them.
What do you want? You want to be tied up?
Tied up, yeah.
Tied up? Well, maybe they don't have enough
I want
rope.
to tie them up.
And tie them up.
Anything there, like.
Yeah.
I can't figure out how to, like, bring across anything kinky because I'm into a lot of kinky stuff, and I always have been.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing with guys. Guys, 90% of guys just want good old-fashioned straight sex with someone they're attracted to.
But they'll cooperate.
They'll go along with stuff. But here's the thing, too. The more you weigh, the less cooperative guys are.
Oh, stop it.
No, it's true.
That's so bad.
No, okay, but let me... Look, I know it sounds horrible, and I know everyone thinks I'm a prick.
She's pouring her heart out.
I know, and I'm going to catch it and scoop it right back into you. Not through your mouth, though. But, but here's all I want to say. If Claudia Schiffer says, I want to be tied up, and I want you to walk on me, and I want to tie you up, and I want to beat you with a cat of nine tails, 99% of guys are cool with that. It's like, hey, hottie. Sure, start, whatever, game on, no problem. If a chick's 5'4" and 175 and she wants that stuff, guys are like, I don't know. How about you give me a BJ and I think about it? You see what I'm saying? So that's yes. Guys are much less cooperative when you're stocky. It's true.
Well, I got big breasts and a big butt. That's kind of like my features. So it's not like I'm stocky.
Right. No, you're not. No, look.
I like a girl with a big butt.
Okay, listen. Listen, 5'4", 175 is considered stocky by most standards.
You just got to find a guy that likes doing that with you.
Yeah, now it doesn't mean there aren't guys who ain't into that and ain't into stocky and ain't into being tied up. They're out there. You just got to find them, like Macy said.
But everybody has to find a guy that likes to do what they want to do.
Yeah. On the other hand, you really want that guy? I mean, think about that guy. You know what I mean?
That likes getting tied up?
Yeah, or likes tying up. It's the guy with the ZZ Top beard and a couple of warrants out for some parking tickets he hasn't taken care of.
Like what?
You know
tied
what I'm
up tied up where? On your bed? Because that's not really
bed. You know, I've thought of all sorts of different things. I just haven't been able to do it with anybody.
Well, you got to be not quite so ashamed of it and bring it up a little bit. But this is true fetish we're talking about.
How about a nice boyfriend-girlfriend relationship?
Yeah.
How about that?
I've had those, and I've had
boring.
All right. Okay.
The problem is that they just
Macy was smacked around. That's why she's big, to keep people away, and then she has fetish to keep guys away.
Wait, you saying Macy was smacked around?
I mean Star. I beg your pardon.
Star. Hey.
Did I say Macy?
I'm glad you corrected that one.
Hey, Star?
Yeah.
Yeah, did your dad smack you around?
Yes,
yeah, we'll take that as a yes.
That's why she's big,
that's why.
to keep people away.
All right, that's why I need all this stuff. But look, here's what you need to do. You need to not get pregnant and go on the internet and just find some guy.
We got to play Macy Gray song.
I never would do that.
No, we do?
Oh,
We're not playing it now. It's too late. We'll play it the next break. Okay. Yeah, it's 23.
What did you tell? What do you tell your boyfriends?
Well, I'm like, hey, how about we try something new? And they're always bringing up threesomes, and it's like, you know,
that's guys.
That's not
He's
new.
doing a 2.5 as is. All right, listen, Star. Find a guy on the internet who wants to tie you up. There's plenty of nut jobs out there. Okay, listen. Okay, find Jesus Christ, would you please?
Yes, okay.
All right, Macy Gray's got to go home. Not that we want her to leave. She's tired.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we'll hear another song off your CD. We'll just do it during the next break, you know?
Ooh,
baby doll.
maybe.
That was Randy the Macho Man. All right, Macy, you come back and don't be a stranger, yes?
Yes.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Well, the lovely and talented Macy Gray has left the room. So, you know, Macy's one of these people who is crazy, but in a easy, sort of fun, interesting way that gives life many different layers.
You know, when did craziness have to always include hostility and rage?
Yeah.
You know, that's what's unpleasant about
it used to be sort of
days.
eccentric and colorful crazy. That's Macy Gray.
Having big breasts is great.
Yeah. So, anyway, we'll hear something else off her CD, The Trouble with Being Myself, in just a minute or two. Also, Drew has had a request for a little traffic and weather tonight.
My patients asked me to ask you, Adam.
Yeah. As you know, anyone who listens to the show, I do love talk radio. I love morning radio. I love talk radio, AM and FM. I love it all. But cannot stand the traffic breaks every 4.5 minutes during the morning, especially, and can't stand the weather every 5 minutes, especially living in L.A., when here's the two constants, traffic and no weather. Hey, here's the thing. If a tsunami's heading our way, by all means,
make that the lead story.
Pipe up.
Yeah.
All means. You free reign to talk. But if it's going to be 73 in Burbank and Glendale's going to be 71,
morning marine layer
middle of marine layer blowing, not going to need to know that. Put it this way: if today's going to be like it was yesterday, don't need to hear from your ass. And as far as the traffic, look out for brake lights and slow and go. Doesn't really mean anything to me.
Tell us about the spilled tankers.
If something happens, nuclear armament truck collides with a moped, pipe up. Tsunami, hurricane, waterspout, twister, starts saying, pipe up. Other than that, you got nothing to do, don't say anything. And I feel this way about everything. I feel this way about Charlie Brown. You got nothing funny to say, which is almost every day in the funny page, don't write anything. Just put a block there. You know what? Put a picture of a missing kid there.
Yeah.
Just do that, instead of just cranking out junk. By the way, okay, don't get me going. But if you ever look at the funny pages, it's insulting. Like some first stuff you don't even get, and then you look at it a second time, you go, that wasn't even a joke.
Look, I just saw a great Family Guy tonight where Peter reads one of those jokes and stands there at the magazine stand while it goes night, day, night, day. And then Joey goes, that's funny. Okay, give me the Jugs magazine.
Oh my God! Like Peanuts. It's like insultingly bad. Listen, that stuff has sucked for like 25 years. Schultz has made like billions of dollars sucking. It's great. All right. Anyway, where were we, Drew?
Bridget.
Traffic and weather coming up, though. Bridget?
Yes, hello.
You're 23?
How are you?
Good. I'm getting pumped for traffic and weather.
I know, you were going off on a little tangent there, Adam.
Yeah, well, it pisses me off. It's just a huge waste of time.
I hear you, totally, dude. I can relate to everything you say. You're awesome.
Thanks, baby doll.
No sweat.
All right.
What's up? Bridget's one of those UCSB students that never left.
Oh, you're a gaucho? You go to Santa Barbara?
No, I don't go to school, you guys. I work full time.
All right. Did you used to go to UC Santa Barbara?
I went to SB. I'm a city college girl, and I'm not afraid to admit it.
Santa Barbara City College is right by the marina. It's right on the coast, right?
It's the most beautiful school you will ever go to.
My God, I drove past there yesterday.
What were you doing yesterday?
I went to a wedding in Santa Barbara yesterday.
Oh my God.
I own a condo on the beach in Carp. It's awesome.
Oh, Santa Barbara City College is on the ocean. Yeah. The football stadium is one side is bleachers, the other side is Pacific Ocean.
Oh my God!
It's just it's on the ocean. The guy I should go. I'm going to college there.
You can
Never
throw
leaving.
a rock from your classroom and hit the water. Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. You're one of these students that got to go to school there and just never left.
Yeah.
Yes,
why would you?
exactly.
That was my point.
I still live on the beach, you guys. Dr. Drew, seriously though, I'm dying.
All right.
Like, I have this problem, and I got into a really bad car accident on Halloween. It was raining really bad, right past the Ventura grade, and it was, I have this thing called, it starts with a C. I can't pronounce it. I'm not a retard, but it's a really long word.
Costochondritis.
Yes, oh my God. And the doctor said it should be getting better in 2 to 3 weeks, and I have no relief. Like, I am working, and I'm trying to function, and the only way I can get it to, like, somewhat go away is if I'm, like, massage it, and it's underneath my left breast, and, like, people think I'm playing with feeling myself up, but I'm not. It's, like, the only way that it will somewhat relieve it, and it hurts so bad.
Well, it's possible you actually broke a rib, and they just didn't detect it on the X-ray.
Well, they've done X-rays because first they thought I broke a rib, and then they thought I punctured a lung.
All right. Well,
let me reiterate. Rib fractures frequently don't show up on X-ray.
Mm-hmm.
The only way they could really get it would be on a bone scan, which there's no reason to do that because it's just going to heal on its own anyway. The other thing you can do is
how do you do a bone scan?
You get injected with radioisotope, and it goes to where the
crack is.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why? Because
it's I think it's osteoblastic activity. That
boring.
And bone remodeling. It goes to where that's happening. And the other thing that you can do is physical therapy. So you ought to get some physical therapy, see a physical therapist, and get this sort of worked out. Costochondritis basically means a spasm of the rib musculature.
All right.
And it can be go on for a long, long time.
All right, but good times. Yeah. Let's hear a Macy Gray song.
All right.
What do you say?
Yeah, good times.
All right, this is off the album, The Trouble with Being Myself, and this song is called Happiness. A little Macy Gray for you. New CD is called The Trouble with Being Myself. It's funny I have to read that for the 6th time in a row. That's how I work, though, Drew. Fast and loose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
We got traffic and weather coming up.
Oh, good. Oh, phew. Thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I needed that. I got to get home tonight.
Yeah. You don't know what it's like out there.
It could be a tornado and could be all freeways closed.
You don't know.
Don't know.
You don't know. We got to get it in. It's very important. Very important. Seth?
Yes?
You're 17?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Did I hear
a piece of work. No. What's going on, buddy?
Not much. Just got some interesting questions.
All right, go ahead.
Well, on Thanksgiving night, I kind of...
Today, Junior?
Okay. Thank God. All right, let's see. I was drinking, and then I used a safety pin and pierced my dick, and I'm just wondering if there's anything besides infection that can happen because of that.
All right, let's take a break here. I suggest we got a lot to get into.
We're coming back with traffic and weather, Drew.
I know, but this is...
No, we get to it now.
All
We'll take our time.
Okay. Besides infection, you can get a rejection reaction, a foreign body reaction. Did you leave something in where you pierced?
I just pierced the skin, like, on the front.
I understand that. Did you leave something in, or did you just put a hole through and pull it back out? And
I put a barbell in.
Okay, you could reject the barbell. But really the most serious thing is the infection, and the infections can be profound and devastating. Okay.
All right, Seth, you probably want to get back to your job auctioning off livestock, and we'll keep going with the radio program.
I think I heard he's out of traffic control. Come on.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Seth?
Yeah?
Yeah, here's what I'm going to need you not to do. Don't kill any innocent people.
Keep your hands off your junk with sharp objects.
And don't get anyone pregnant for a good long time, okay?
Okay.
All right, buddy. Other than that, I don't care. Don't get infection. Don't get anyone pregnant. Don't kill anybody. All right? Those are your 3 goals.
All right.
All right, buddy. Good times.
The erection could stop working. You could get chronic pain down there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you hit the urethra and cause a stricture and probably trouble urinating. A million things can go wrong with this.
Mm-hmm. Get my traffic and weather worked out.
I know. Yeah, you're not interested in Seth. You're interested in the weather at Downey.
Well, Seth is, he was downright riveting.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an onion with many layers. I don't believe we really got to the bottom of him. That's the thing about Seth. He's an enigma.
The nougaty center might be more than we can handle here on radio.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes. Seth sounded like something was going on with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's kind of, what do you think? He's put an M80 up a squirrel's ass or two in his day.
Imagine him.
I got that tortured animal thing.
Immediately I got that.
Yeah?
Immediately.
All right. Anderson, did you yell something?
He sounded like that guy that got the head from the cemetery.
Yeah, you guys who don't know it, especially when girls sound empty, they just sound vacuous and they just sound stupid. When guys sound empty, they sound like serial killers.
Scary, yeah, it sounds scary. So they evoke fantasies in your mind immediately.
Yeah, it's like, here's a guy who could put a rusty piece of rebar in you and kill you and not really know it was a bad thing.
Right.
I was thinking of like a decoration for an aquarium.
Yeah. That's the guy that yanks a corpse's head off, brought it home.
Right.
For a decoration.
Thought it was cool. And by the way...
Couldn't understand why people are upset about it.
Yeah. Guys like that, here's what, you know what we got to do with guys like that? Same thing they'd like to do to you. And you know how much we should think about it? Same amount they would think about it if they did it to you. That's fine with me. Drew, you got a problem with that? Not really. See? He doesn't like to admit it, but he doesn't. We're going to take a quick break. And buckle in, kiddies, because we got traffic and weather. A lot of lightning. It's a lightning round.
Ace Rockola's coming.
Ace Rockola's coming to town.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Good times.
After this. Loveline, fast-growing outlaw radio, North America. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He will drop down. Be careful.
I will drop down. Don't do you think I won't drop down? Drop down.
Be careful. He will drop down. Do not bring that up.
I will drop down.
This man is crazy. He will drop down.
First, I got to get some weather. Before I drop down, Riverside checking in 63. Whittier checking in 63. Norco checking in 63. La Habra coming in at 63. Van Nuys 63. Sun Valley 63. Northridge 63. Downey checking in 63 degrees. Pico Rivera 63 degrees. Montebello 63. City of Commerce 63. Fountain Valley 63. Oceanside 63. Yorba Linda 63. And Devore checking in at 63 degrees. 63 in Riverside, Whittier, Norco, La Habra, Van Nuys, and Sun Valley all checking in at 63 degrees. Now let's get to some traffic.
What's the 5-day forecast?
We're going to get to traffic. 5-day forecast. Let me go through it. Riverside 63. Whittier going to be 63 the next 5 days. 63 in Norco. 63 in La Habra. Van Nuys coming in 63 next 5 days. Sun Valley. You want to know what the weekend's going to be like in Sun Valley, Drew?
What?
63 degrees in Sun Valley.
What are you talking about?
Weekend for the next 1,000 years. 63 degrees in Northridge checking in 63. Downing 63. Pico Rivera 63. Montebello 63. City of Commerce 63 degrees. Fountain Valley 63. Oceanside 63. Yorba Linda 63. And Devore for the next 5 days. 5-day forecast coming in at 63 degrees. Let me explain what's going to go on Devore. Marine layer comes in the morning, moves out in the afternoon. 63 degrees for the next 1,000 years in Devore. 405, look out. We got some traffic. Look out for brake lights on the 405. Slow and go. 91 traffic and lanes. Spilled load insulation out there in the 215 northbound, 57 southbound. CHP's running a traffic break out there. And the 405, the 105 to the airport. Again, again, Mattress and Lanes out there. The El Toro Y. We got a single alert running. And a lot of rubbernecks out there. Mattress and Lanes. Look out for brake lights.
Did you finally clear up that spilled load of oranges yesterday?
Spilled load of oranges. Riverside checking in 63. Whittier 63. Norco 63. La Arbor 63. Van Nuys 63 degrees. Sun Valley 63 degrees. We got traffic. We got weather. It's all coming up at the top of the hour. It is 7:55 in the morning. That is 5 minutes away from the top of the hour. It's 8 o'clock straight up. And again, at the top of the hour, more traffic, more weather, more news. You know what the news is?
What's the
63
news?
in Whittier. That's the
That
news.
is news.
News and traffic and weather, it's all been tied to the same thing. 91 traffic and lanes. 215 spill load insulation. CHP running a traffic break on the 57 southbound. 105 the airport. Look out, match and lane. Slow and go. Slow and go. Slow and go. Slow and go.
Hey, some
Slow
calls.
and go.
Some calls.
Slow and go.
No.
Slow and go.
No.
Look out for brake lights. Look out for brake lights. Slow and go. Slow and go. Slow and go. Brake lights. Brake lights. Slow and go. 57 degrees. No.
57. Whoa, that's news.
No. Added 6 degrees to it. It's now up to 63 degrees in Riverside. Whittier, Norco, La Harbor checking in at 63. Van Nuys checking in at 63. Sun Valley, 63 degrees. Northward, 63 degrees. Downey, 63. Pico Rivera, 63. Montebello, 63 degrees. City of Commerce, 63 degrees. Fountain Valley, chilly, 63. Oceanside, very warm, 63 degrees. Yorba Linda, coming in 63. And Devore, Drew, checking in at what temperature?
I can't. I need the 5 day forecast.
63 degrees. 5 day forecast.
How are they doing up at Big Bear since the fire?
Tuesday, 63. Wednesday, 63. Thursday, 63. Friday, 63. And Saturday, a chilly, hot, medium, 63 degrees. Oh, we got to get to traffic. We got to get to weather. It's all coming up. It's 4 minutes in front of the hour. That is 7:56. That's 4 minutes away from 8 o'clock straight up. And at 8 o'clock, we got traffic and weather. More traffic and weather. Blah, 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 blah. Traffic and weather. Traffic and weather. Traffic and weather. Traffic and weather. And then Sheila's going to give her horoscope report and a movie review. But not before we get more traffic and weather in. Traffic and weather. Traffic and weather. Traffic and weather. Can't get enough traffic aware. This Downey Ford's bringing it. Blah 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 blah. John.
Yeah.
John, we got John.
Yeah, I'm here.
You're 19.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy. We got to get back to the traffic and weather. Riverside checking in 63. Whittier 63. Norco 63. La Harbor 63. Van Nuys, Drew. 63 degrees. Oh Sun Valley, 63. Northward, 63. Downey, 63. Pico Rivera, 63. Montebello, 63. City of Commerce, Drew.
63.
63 degrees. You're clairvoyant. You're a yeller. Get him a crystal ball. Fountain Valley, 63. Oceanside, 63. Yorba Linda, 63. Devore, 63. 405, slow and go. Look out for brake lights on the 4 level, Drew. 91, traffic and lanes.
What's the radar say, Ace?
Oh, the Doppler weather?
The Doppler weather report.
You want the 5 day?
I want the 5 day. I want this afternoon to be good, but I need the 5 day.
Early morning haze. Burning off by the afternoon. Burning off. 63 degrees for the next 5 days. Hey, guess what's going on Monday?
What?
Early morning haze. Burning off by the afternoon.
A marine layer.
Marine layer. Oh. Coming in the morning. Burning off by the afternoon. Going to level out about 63. Wait a minute. Newsflash. Van Nuys. Checking in 63.
No.
Monday, 63. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 63 degrees in Van Nuys. That's a 5-day weather forecast. Then we're going to traffic. You know what? I'm bold. I'm going to go 5-day weather. I'm going 5-day traffic. 5-day traffic forecast.
This is the first.
Oh, no,
a week from today. Yes, the 91, traffic and lanes, 215, spill load on Friday. I can predict the traffic. I say you should look out for brake lights and slow and go. All right. Well, now you know the traffic and weather, Drew. Any questions?
When is it 8 o'clock?
It's 8 o'clock now.
Oh.
That's 1 hour from when it was 7 o'clock.
Hey, we get some traffic and weather now.
It's going to be 9 o'clock next hour.
You're wild.
That's 60 minutes away from 9 o'clock.
No.
I will drop traffic.
No, don't do it.
63 degrees.
I can't stand it.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Well, that's the show, everybody. Kathy Griffin coming in tomorrow night. I want to thank Macy Gray for coming in tonight. And then Tori Amos, Countdown to Tori.
Had an amazing guest for last month.
Yeah. Producer Ann has really knocked herself out.
These are those gold dust moments.
Yeah, we're going to have a few of those gold dust
Lauren
moments.
just wet herself.
Yeah, she loves Tori. I love Tori, too. But nobody loves Tori like Lauren loves Tori. Yeah. David Allen Greer, my main man, is going to be, I call him Dag. is going to be in here on Thursday, and we'll have a gold dust moment. All right, so until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
Every girl is a hoe at some point.
Yeah.
Especially when you're 20. That's the best time.
That's right.
To be a hoe.
This has been Loveline. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for Loveline is Ann Ingold. Loveline is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.